meeting and I'm
Yeah.
not sure what that is, but I'm not sure what that is, but all right. So, well, thank you so much. Again, welcome to the Worldwide Chamber, where we create unbreakable, long-lasting relationships and make grand connections. Hosted by our wonderful LinkedIn queen, Kathy Weaver. Welcome, and thank you so much for taking this Monday morning, or wherever part of the world you're in. It might be not morning, it might be afternoon. But I'm Mike Del Toro, founder and CEO of the Worldwide Chamber out of Grapevine, Texas, and this is our address here. Our vision is to provide online and in-person opportunities around the world for professionals to create unbreakable, long-lasting relationships and make grand connections. Establish synergy referral partnerships in communities that will do each other by building trustworthy relationships. The golden rule of reciprocity applies. So with that in mind, if you give, you will gain. With that in mind, we're not here to sell each other. The objective is really for us to know about each other, our businesses and services we provide, to get to trust one another and constantly refer people to each other. It's based on the know, like, trust model. So please make sure to share your contact information in the chat and calendar links so you can book one-on-one, in-person or online Make a Friend networking appointments with each other. We are seeking professionals to join our leadership team. So if you're wanting to host in-person or virtual events, please let us know and email us. We also would like for you to consider joining as a member to get even more exclusive benefits. For more information, you can visit our website at theworldwidechamber.com. We also invite you to join us on Facebook. We have a Facebook group. We also have a Facebook page aside from that, if you can like us and follow us there, aside from our LinkedIn page as well. So all of this, of course, would not be possible without our sponsors. We have two sponsors currently. One of them is Five Diamond Club. So here's a quick commercial there from the CEO of Five Diamond Club, which happens to be me. Hi, I'm Mike Del Toro, president of the Five Diamond Club. Would you like to receive free flight privileges like airline employees without having to work for an airline? How about even adding free luxury vacation stays by just paying taxes and government resort fees? Well, now you can. Click on the link below to learn more. All right, so you can visit FiveDiamondClub.com and receive a complimentary 7-night vacation and complimentary $200 restaurant savings voucher, just excluding the taxes and fees, just for scheduling a private consultation and learning on Zoom what an amazing program Five Diamond Club has to offer in the vacation benefits industry. Five Diamond Club is an A+ rating accredited business with a Better Business Bureau out of Grapevine in the Dallas-Fort Worth, Texas area. We also have our Miracles with Water, which is our sponsor here of the LinkedIn posting party.
I'm alkaline, happy, and healthy. Kangen water is microclustered and helps me stay hydrated all day. Cancer can't live in an alkaline environment. I love Kangen water, and so will you.
You will love Kangen water. It is a Japanese technology, one of a kind, the healthiest water out there. So if you want to learn more about it, go to miracleswithwater.org, or you can connect with Kathy Weaver, all the way from Kansas City, KathyWeaverKC.com, and to learn a lot more about Kangen water. So now I would like to turn it over to Kathy, and let me see here. Let me stop sharing screen. There we go. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mike. So much. Honestly, I am loving these posts so much. I'd like to welcome each of you today live, or certainly on the replays. By having these on the Worldwide Chamber posting Facebook pages, you're able to see the posting parties even if you weren't able to attend live. So let's go over a little housekeeping here. What is the advantage to attending a posting party live instead of on the replay? You get to put your post in this chat so that all the people who are on this party and future, if you'd like, to be able to see your post, comment on it, and find out more about your company, your service, or the events that you have coming up. So we're going to show you everything from start to finish. We will start at the very beginning today. We have a first timer with us, which is super fun. And then we will certainly take a picture and we will do introductions. So the posting party process is a very awesome technique, if you will, to get more traffic on your LinkedIn account and your profile and your posts and get a lot more engagement as well and keep that organic traffic flowing. So the first thing we're going to do is take a look at your profile. When we meet someone at a chamber event with the Worldwide Chamber or at any of the other events that we go to virtually or in person, most of the time you've either got that business card or that chat and that link to the profile of the person. So you're usually going to go to LinkedIn first to check them out. What does your LinkedIn account look like? And the reason that we say that is if they go to LinkedIn first to check you out, then what is that going to look like for them? They're going to see what? They're going to see a profile. They're going to see a what? And that's why I want so much for you to be able to see the opportunity of an actual LinkedIn account. So let's see what's going on here. Always something new. Can you see my LinkedIn page yet?
Yes.
Okay. So it's always different when you're recording and live streaming at the same time. Sometimes it says not today, so you never know. So here's my feed for my LinkedIn account. This is just the feed, and this part we're going to do from the computer. And the reason I'm doing it on my profile is I'm going to show you all the magic pencils and all the 3 dots that we talk about for edits. So you're going to go find that person either because they gave you a link or because you actually looked up their name and hopefully they have accomplished getting their name activity out there so that they'll be findable. Obviously, you want to have a profile picture that looks like you, something at least recent-ish, because you have to make sure that what your online persona is, your online presence, looks like your actual social media presence as well. So get a picture that looks super close to how you look now. And the next thing that you'll notice is the LinkedIn banner. How do I create a LinkedIn banner? You can either go to Canva or to PowerPoint or actually to YouTube. How do I create a LinkedIn banner? And there are usually step-by-step instructions, lots of them, by the way, and videos to actually help you, tutorials. You can certainly also go to LinkedIn and do the Q&A section. How do I create a banner on LinkedIn? The size parameters are very specific. And so that will allow you to actually create your banner. It only takes 1 second to upload it, I promise. But the good news is anytime you see a magic pencil like this one right here, push it. And when you push it, it'll say, do you want to upload a new picture? Do you want to change this one? What would you like to do? So don't be afraid to push buttons. I promise you won't break anything. So now when you come to someone's page, you see their profile picture and you see their LinkedIn banner. Now, this could either be, as I have done, my QR code, which is my business card, my digital business card, Kathy Chat, which is a vodcast I host. I'm able to help with several different groups, as well as the posting party for the worldwidechamber.com and .org with Michael Del Toro, as well as miracleswithwater.org, which is my company website and logo. Then what do you notice? The next thing would be a business page. How do you create a business page on LinkedIn? Once again, I've got a YouTube channel playlist myself that I've created on how to this, how to that, how to something, but you can still type it in on YouTube. How do I create a business page on LinkedIn? But for here, at the very top of your navigation bar of LinkedIn, it says work. Click on work. And at the very bottom of that, it says create a company page. All you have to do is click on that and it'll literally feed you through the steps. And then a company page is super duper important is because now you can tag your business page back and forth when you're making a post, just like you would do on Facebook. If you have a business page on Facebook, now you've got a company business page on LinkedIn as well. The good news is it shows right here on your profile. And the good-er news is you're able to tag it within your posts and give yourself more traction. And we'll talk about that in a second. Now, if I want to buy a water machine right now, how am I going to do that? I'm going to go to your contact information because I want to buy it right now. So click on your contact information. And again, you can't break anything. So push buttons all over the place. Have you captured your own URL yet? If you have not, it says Kathy Weaver 1234567890215 million. That's not a good fit for me. First of all, it's too hard to remember the numbers. And second of all, that's not how people search for me. And so Kathy Weaver KC, which stands for Kansas City, is my brand. So I wanted to capture my own brand on LinkedIn. I also wanted my company websites, my personal websites, my phone number. Remember, they want to buy a water machine right now. And if they can't buy it from me, they're going to go to someone else. So make sure you are findable and contactable. So make sure that your email address is the one that you check most often. If you're not comfortable having your phone number out there, you can try to get, you can get a Google phone number that would be comfortable for you. But now you're going to be able to actually, you can see the phone number pop up when you're on your computer in your office, and you'll be able to actually see who's calling if you want to answer it or not, depending upon how you've set that up. So if you don't want your actual phone number on your contact information, you can get a Google number, and that will help as well. Now, we talked about capturing your URL. How do you do that? At the top of the screen here, you can see where it says edit public profile and URL. Okay, top of the screen. And again, these are all on my YouTube channel by playlist. At the top right, it now says edit your custom URL. And there's a magic pencil. So you click on the magic pencil and back out those numbers, back. And of course, I couldn't have Kathy Weaver. There's 9, 5 million, zillion, trillion Kathy Weavers out there, apparently. So I had to get creative with my branding. And the good news is I was creative, and I now have Kathy Weaver KC on all my platforms. So now if you do a Google search, and I always suggest that you Google yourself, which means you're going to go to Google and see what's out there about you. Suggest about once a month, actually. The reason for that is you want to make sure that what you're posting is effective. You want to make sure that what you're putting out there is the message that you are trying to convey to your clients and prospects. Okay. So you want to make sure when you Google your name, Google your company, Google your brand, that every single thing is the way you want it to look. And if it's not, there's ways to, quote, fix it. You can't take much down from the internet, certainly, but you can see what your ranking is and where the search engine is finding you most effectively. So in other words, when you do Kathy Weaver KC, I come up on Facebook, I come up as networking, I come up as posting party, I come up as Kangen Water. Whatever you're looking for, you type in Miracles with Water. That also comes to the top, and that will show you how you're posting on all of these different social media platforms, how effective that is. So here's the pencil. You've backed up all those numbers. Kathy Weaver was taken, so I had to do Kathy Weaver KC. It'll say available. Do you want it? Click on it, save it, boom, it is now yours. And so those are the kind of things that we talk about as far as finding people so that you'll actually be findable on your LinkedIn account. I cannot stress this next part enough. I still am finding, because I stalk most of my friends now when I find them on LinkedIn and different virtual networking groups I get to go to. Your power statement, in my opinion, is one of the most important pieces of your bio. You have 220 characters right here underneath your name that allows you to put, what do you do? What is important to you? What would you like people to know about you the second they get on your page? If I have to search for what you do, quite frankly, I'm moving on. I don't have to search in this case. What do you do for a living? Kangen Water Rep, Kangen Water Rep, Kangen Water Rep. When you go to any of the posts that I have commented on, all that shows, especially from your phone, is that very first couple words on your bio. Kathy Weaver, Kangen Water Rep, Kathy Weaver, Kangen Water Rep, Kathy Weaver, Kangen Water Rep. When you're on someone's post and you're commenting on it, the first few words of your bio is all that's going to show unless they click more. Since people have a very small attention span as a general rule, they're not going to click more. So make it easy for them to find out what you do. You have 220 characters in this section, so make it count, my friends, make it count, because that's what's going to show up when people come to check you out or when they see what you have done as far as a post, and they'll be able to see what you do for a living. I'm just scrolling down on my own profile. The next section you might notice is featured. What do you want to feature about you? Now you can change this often, and that's fine, but you want people to they're interviewing you. Let's remember that they're interviewing you. And if there's 5 or 10 or 50 zillion trillion million people who do what you do, why are they going to pick you? So put on your featured section what is important to you so that they get a pretty good handle if you're going to be someone they want to work with. You can take a video from your YouTube channel and put the link in there. Here's a plus sign and here's a magic pencil. Every single navigation piece on LinkedIn, they're making it super easy for all of us. Now, what happens if I don't have a featured section? Well, it's not your LinkedIn profile is broken. You didn't add it yet. So on your bio, back to the top, it says add profile section. Push a button, you can't break anything. And if you didn't have a featured section yet, the featured section will show up here. And now you can simply click it, add featured section. And now, boom, you've got one. So this is the time you can add, again, you can add a link. You can add an article. If you already have a newsletter system set up on LinkedIn, and if you don't, by the way, go to YouTube, how do I create a newsletter section on LinkedIn, or do the newsletter Q&A for LinkedIn itself. Add a link, which would be a link to your website, add a post, add a link to your YouTube channel, or add media, which would be a picture. So just click the plus sign. Once again, you can't break it, but remember, people are interviewing you. Now, we've talked about before on our posting parties, but again, for anyone who's new with us today, we are still, shall we say, underutilizing the recommendation section for networking. Of course, we want to recommend the people that we've worked with. I bought a water machine from Kathy Weaver. I love my water machine. Of course, we want to do that. That's lovely. That's great. But what happens if we haven't actually traded dollars with someone yet? And let's say, for example, we would really love for them to recommend us. How do we do that? Now, you can certainly ask for the recommendation. Absolutely. Some people aren't comfortable doing that. I would love for Susie Q to recommend me. Would you please do that? And you're kind of going, And so it's not a good fit for me, but some people don't have a problem doing that. So what I would do, and I have done, if I want someone to recommend me, what's the first thing you would think of? Recommend them first. So I go to their page and I click the plus sign, and it will say, do you want to add a recommendation to Sue Cusey? Yes. Have you worked with Sue in a group, in a meeting, in a capacity? Did you coach her? Did you mentor her? Did she coach you? You've got all kinds of choices. So especially if we work together in the same group, hello, theworldwidechamber.org, absolutely. So now I can recommend them because they're integrous. I appreciate their timeliness. They are full of integrity, all of the different things that you could say about someone. They're attentive, they're dedicated, they're loyal, they're supportive. You can put anything in there that is a good fit, and they definitely love their business and they have a passion for Kangen water. Any of those things that you want to share gives you an opportunity in the recommendation section. Now, when you click send, it goes to the person's LinkedIn message section, and it will say, Susie Cusey just recommended you. Would you like to view it? You click yes, because you probably want to read it first. And if it fits your parameters, and obviously you're grateful for it, then you would hit add to profile. So now Susie Cusey's recommendation of you is going to be on your recommended page. Why does that matter? Well, first of all, it's always nice to be recommended, because isn't it awesome that we get to actually be referred to and by our friends? Yes. But now look what happens. Who is Phyllis? Phyllis recommended Kathy Weaver. So now I can click on Phyllis's page and find out about Phyllis. Once again, I want to buy what Phyllis sells right now. How do I do that? She's already captured her URL, Phyllis Ornstein, Florida, hello. Website here, phone number here, email that she uses most often here. And Phyllis and I are January babies, so be sure and wish us a happy birthday. All right, now let's find out who has recommended Phyllis. Scroll down. Remember, we are networking on LinkedIn all the time. Who has recommended Phyllis? I know Debbie Miller. Click on Debbie's profile. On her link, you'll see that Debbie has a video and an audio message and a LinkedIn banner. Let's see if she's ready to do business right now, and her contact info is up to date. Oh my gosh. Debbie Miller, CEO, which stands for Chief Expansion Officer of her own company. Websites to find what Debbie does. A phone number to call her because I need Legal Shield right now. And certainly an email address that lets me connect with Debbie immediately. Boom. Okay. Do you see why that is so important to make sure your contact info is ready to go? Back to the recommendation section. You recommend someone. Now it's back to that networking thing. You check someone out before you do business with them. You want to find out who they have recommended and who has recommended them. So let's find out. Look at this. Congratulations again, Deb. I love that you put that there. Debbie got an award for one of our events within a different organization last week, as a matter of fact, and she put that on her featured section. Why is that important? Why is that important? First of all, it lets people know that there's an opportunity for free networking also in a different organization. It also lets people know if she was recommended for something and certainly awarded with, that's a very big deal. So congrats again, Deb, not only for the award, but for putting it on your featured section. It lets people find out more about you, more about you, more about you all the time, because guess what? Now you're going to do business with that person because you're doing a mini interview. All right. So let's see who has recommended Debbie Dub. I know Michael Del Toro. He's the CEO and founder of Five Diamond Club, the CEO and founder of the Worldwide Chamber. There you go. You see how this works? And now you go back to networking, 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 and that's what we're going to do here. So then, of course, I recommended Debbie because I have worked with her and she is phenomenal. But this also gives my link on her page an opportunity for someone to click on that. What is a posting party? Find out and ask Kathy Weaver. Okay. So please remember the 220 sections, 220 characters in your bio section is super duper important. Well, wait a minute. I help people with and I fix people something. That's great. But guess where we're going to put that? That is going to go in the About section. The About section is where you have 2,600 characters to be able to say, I help people with and I fix people something. So if whatever I put in my 220 character bio sparked their interest, now they're going to go dig a little deeper to find out what makes me tick. So everything I want them to know, my 3 books, my YouTube channel, the different organizations I help with, Kangen Water, of course, you're going to be able to find out about posting parties, web addresses, links to this, links to that. You've got 2,600 characters to go for it. But the bio section with your power statement needs to not only be succinct, but give them a snapshot of what you do. Okay? So let's think about that. Now, you've seen on several of our profiles that our faces are also a video. How do you do that? We talk a lot about free advertising. Why would you give up an opportunity for free advertising? People pay for ads, they pay for clicks, they pay for this, they pay for that. And here LinkedIn is so amazing that they offer us an opportunity for free advertising. And who does this? Not too many, unless they've been here. Now, from your phone, This has to be done from your phone, not your computer this time. And by the way, I speak Apple. If you're Android, go to YouTube. How do I this? How do I that on Android or LinkedIn? But I speak Apple. So as soon as you open your LinkedIn app on your phone, the first thing that pops up is your feed, of course. But at the top left of your phone, there's a teensy little circle picture of you. And as soon as you click on that, right underneath your name, it says View Profile. And I'm doing it with you, so we'll be sure to do it together. What happens when you click View Profile? To the right of your picture and your name is a magic pencil. As soon as you click on the magic pencil, about halfway down, there's a plus sign, and it says Add Name Pronunciation. Now, you can certainly do that if your name's complicated, or even if you just want to say it, that's great. But you've got 10 seconds of free advertising that maybe you haven't used yet. So click on the plus sign, speak right into your phone speaker. Hi, I'm Kathy Weaver, and I love free networking. I love posting parties, and I can't wait for the new year. Are you ready? 10 seconds. Save, delete, upload. If you upload it, it'll take about 90 seconds, usually, depending upon internet, et cetera, but it will happen. Trust me, if you've saved it and uploaded it. Now, right next to your name, we'll have a little speaker thing. That little speaker is now your 10-second audio message. Free advertising, my friends. Okay? If you haven't used that yet, let's do it. So now on your phone, we're going to back out of that. Top left is the X. And this time, we're going to do a 30-second video message, all free, from your phone. You're back on your profile. This time, I want you to click on your profile picture. When you click on your profile picture at the bottom of your screen, it says Add Profile Video. So you're now going to look into your phone camera. And again, this needs to be done from your phone, the app. You're going to look into your phone camera and do 30 seconds of, oh my gosh, we have a filter sale. Oh my gosh, Happy New Year. I have free networking. I this, I that, I something with the worldwidechamber.com. Would you like to join me? Contact me at www. And you've got 30 seconds of amazing. And then you've got an opportunity to save, delete, hello, I delete a lot of these, or upload. When you do that, again, it takes about 90 seconds. Now, when you go to when your friends come to your page and your profile, they can click on your profile picture, even from a computer, by the way, and actually see and hear your video message. 30 seconds of free advertising, my friends. If you don't think 30 seconds is worth it, how much do you think they pay for a commercial for the Super Bowl? And those are 30 seconds also. So we get it for free. Thank you, LinkedIn. Absolutely phenomenal. And if you're not using it yet, why not? So one more thing from your phone before we find out how to get our post to our chat. I want you to X out with the minus arrow thing at the top left of your phone camera, your phone screen, and you'll be back to the very same beginning of your feed when you first opened your app. And now next to the little teensy circle picture of you is the search bar. This time, when you click on the search bar from your phone, to the right of that is a funky little symbol like squares and dots and things. As soon as you click on that little symbol, what pops up? Wow. My friends, this is your QR code that will take you straight to your LinkedIn profile. Why do I need that? Well, if you're on Zoom a lot, all day long, then you're going to now be able to put that QR code on your Zoom background so that people can connect with you instantly instead of copy, paste, and type stuff in. So now you've got your own QR code to your LinkedIn profile, but look what happened underneath your name. My friends, this is your power statement again. You can take a screenshot and send this whole QR code with your picture, with your power statement, and with your QR code to someone you want to connect with. They would obviously open it in their email and take a picture of it with their phone camera. And now they would be connected with you on LinkedIn instantly instead of cut and paste. But again, you can do it on your Zoom background. And what does that do? Makes people connect with you quicker. People are curious about QR codes. What are they? Why do I need one? Where does it take me? So please, let's consider that right off the bat. That's how you get your QR code from LinkedIn. All right, close out of that. And remember, again, these are not only recorded on my YouTube channel and certainly on the Worldwide Chamber Facebook pages, but you can also go and watch it again and again and again, or to my YouTube channel, Kathy Weaver KC, for all the playlists on LinkedIn posting parties. So I have several that are isolated, so it's only 4 or 5 minutes per topic if you don't know how to do something. All right, so where's the post that I made last night that I'd like to share today on our LinkedIn posting party? Activity is on your page. So as soon as you click on activity, you go to show all activity. And as soon as you do that, you go to posts, filter, 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 posts. And this is the post that I want to share today at the posting party. All right. So let's take a look at that. Phyllis, you had your hand up. Go ahead.
When you get done, can we circle back to the recommendations?
Absolutely. Yes. Absolutely. All right. So let's go to this post, and I left this part open intentionally. Who is the very first person to comment on your post? Well, in this case, of course, Debbie Miller, because she's not only on it, but incredibly supportive and a very strong posting party participant. Say that super fast 3 times. But you are going to be the first person to comment on your own post. Why is that? Use an emoticon, super duper important. That's just these little symbols here. Don't do like, it's kind of overused. It's not quite helping with algorithm and traffic anymore. But do some type of emoticon here when you're going to start commenting. And then you're going to literally click comment. And now you're able to say, I am thrilled to be part of the Kangen Water family and share this technology with everyone I meet. Join me at www.miracleswithwater.org. Okay. And then I'm going to also do another emoji, another hashtag, end plastic waste, because that's a big one for me, as well as work from home. And now I'm going to, you can add a picture if you'd like. In this case, I added a website. Obviously, you want to add hashtags. And I already did tag my business page. So that one is up here. And I'll show you that. This right here is my business page, and it takes you to Miracles with Water on LinkedIn. So I tagged my business page. I did chemical free, etc. And now that's going to take me to my opportunity for posting. Now you'll notice, and I clicked on this intentionally, when you click on a hashtag, there are 549,000 followers on a hashtag called work from home. Does that sound smart to you? Sure it does. Follow it. All right, so now I've got the post, all right, 3 dots, copy link to post. And now we're going to come back to our chat here with the Worldwide Chamber. Make sure everyone is highlighted, right click paste, enter. So now when you go to the chat right now, the link, the post I just shared, that link is here. When you click on it, it takes you right to my post and you can start commenting. Please remember, the most important thing about commenting on someone's post is to knock on the door, which for me means tag them. @Phyllis, @Emily, @Michael, @Debbie, @Diane, because that notifies my friends that I came to their post to comment. So it's just like engagement at a Chamber of Commerce meeting. So now I'm going to tag them back at sign Debbie. Thank you for being part of my Kangen Water family. And that's how the engagement happens. It's not like, hey, you want to buy a Kangen Water machine? Nope, bye. It doesn't, that's not how chambers of commerce work either. And that's not how social media works if it's done effectively. All right, so now your post is in your chat. Save the chat, Catherine. So you don't have to bug Debbie later. All right, save the chat every time you go to a posting party, because the social media etiquette piece for a posting party is all of the attendees will comment on each other's posts. Well, what does that matter if there's only 6 of us? No, 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 my friends, there's not 6 of us here. There's 1,000 of my friends, 10,000 of Michael's, 50,000 of Debbie's, 1 million of Phyllis's and Emily's and Diane's. That's how the traffic keeps going, because now you're going to get a reach way bigger than the people who are at your party. I can't emphasize that enough, unless you forget to knock on the door. And if you do, you just put a stop sign on your post. If you forget to knock on the door, tag, 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 and the other person hasn't engaged back yet, you just put a stop sign on your own post. No more traffic, please. No more views, please. Don't let anyone know what I'm doing, please. You just stopped you just put a stop sign on your own traffic. So don't forget to do the tagging. All right, Phyllis, my friend, what is your question about recommendations?
Somehow when I look at mine, I only see one, which was Debbie. But
Yes.
I know I have more.
Okay.
Did I do something wrong?
Well, there's never a wrong, actually. And always, this is a good point, by the way. The expert at anything was once a beginner. And so we all start out at the beginning of whatever we're doing. The first day you worked at your CPA job, you probably didn't walk in and know everything yet, especially the specific parameters within your own specific company. So since you only see one, and I know personally that I have sent you a recommendation, when you go to your LinkedIn message section and you scroll to find me, and then even though you and I message often through LinkedIn, find the recommendation that I sent. And the only thing that you haven't added yet is make public. So you could have seen it.
It said add to profile.
Yes.
It didn't say make public. So I added to profile just a few minutes ago.
Okay, let's see.
But I didn't know I had to add to profile.
Yeah, you do. And you have to add it to profile because you can view it all day long.
Right.
If it's not something that you have quote allowed, LinkedIn won't just for you. So that's a very good point. But that's one of the things that we do miss a lot of times. So let's take a look at that. All right, so I'm going to go the back door to get to Phyllis on purpose, so it'll give her account a chance to refresh. And so now you see the recommendations that I have received, and I know Phyllis gave me one. So now I'm going to click on Phyllis's profile and be able to see all of Phyllis's magic, fabulous videos, LinkedIn banners, tagging, etc. And now I'm going to see.
Oh.
The given part is that those are the ones that you've given out.
Oh.
But the recommendation that I gave there, you gave one to me, which is right there, okay?
Right.
And you gave one to Sam and Sabrina and one more. But the one that is received, and I don't know why that is, for some reason it hasn't shown up yet, but it should have. So since it didn't yet, and I know I gave you one, this happens here. Yeah, and see, even right here, it said this recommendation will appear on Phyllis's profile. So if you have clicked add to profile and it didn't show up yet, please close it, open it, or highlight it, and then say add to profile, because that's why you have to add it and allow it before you can go any further. But if that doesn't work, again, send me a message and I'll make you a new one, because it has to. Hey, we're thrilled that you're here. Let's take a picture, my friends, so we can have this for the worldwidechamber.com and .org Facebook pages. Smile pretty, look in the camera, and excellent. Let's find out who's in the room today. Debbie Miller was one of the first ones here. Debbie, what's going on in the world of Debbie Dub?
Debbie Dove is looking for some one-on-ones the next couple of weeks, and I'm glad that we still get to do our posting parties. Also, I just wanted to mention Kathy can turn, for Diane, you can actually turn on or save the whole transcript of what Kathy said. So if you need to review something as you work on your LinkedIn page or whatever, you don't have, you can go to Kathy's YouTube channel and find all the help there, but you could also save the transcript, which is pretty cool to do. So.
Do you know how to do that, Diane? Okay, good, perfect. Phyllis, I'll tell you in a sec. Debbie, tell us about you. You're very sweet with your edification, and I appreciate that because I also want to share what happens if I can't read someone's QR code, and we'll go into that in a second. So tell us about those plaza lights behind you, my friend.
Oh, well, these are our Kansas City Plaza lights, and they turn them on Thanksgiving night, and they leave them on till mid-January. Yep. 80 miles, I think it is, of lights all at one area. So it's very pretty. We have a lot of pretty areas here in this city. But anyway, and we are the city of fountains here in the Midwest. So we have a lot of lit up fountains. And so far the fountains haven't frozen, which I'm pretty sure the one up here in Gladstone will freeze by Christmas Day and have frozen water spraying weird stuff. But anyway, as you all know, I'm with Prepaid Legal Services, Inc., helping all of our families and small businesses have access to law firms in their area to keep them safe, help them muddle through all the questions. And of course, right now, especially with all the crazy scams going around and people interested in your information, our ID guys, I'm sure, are busy keeping everyone safe, watching all of our information. So thank you, Kathy. Great to be here. I love your posting parties.
Thank you so much. And you're so good at them as well, my friend. Emily was next on my screen. Take it away, Emily. What's happening in the world of podcasting?
Well, as I think all of you know, so this is a reminder. All of you are welcome to come on a podcast or podcast that Karen and I have during the week. We have a couple that we do on our own, and then there's several others that we're helping. There are several others that were started by other people that we're helping with them. So just let me know if anybody's interested in coming on one as a guest.
Think
We're
about
always looking for people to come on. So if any of you guys yourselves or know anybody that come on, just send them our way.
Now think about Emily's contact information is right here on her Zoom screen. What happens if you can't read that? Or if your camera won't pick up Debbie's QR code? On the Brady Bunch square, you hover your mouse over the 3 dots at the top right of their specific square. As soon as you hover your mouse over whoever you want to see on a bigger screen, you click pin. When you see those 3 dots, click pin. Now you'll be able to see Emily's contact information, and your camera will probably be able to pick up Debbie's QR code because it'll be bigger now on your screen. So now you can actually screenshot it or certainly write it down if it's Emily's phone number or whatever you need to do. How do I get them off my screen now? At the top left of their Brady Bunch square, hover your mouse over and it'll say remove pin, or you can go to the top right of your Zoom screen where it says view, and now you click on gallery, and now it'll take you right back to all 7 of us. Okay, so if somebody's contact info or their cool picture or there's something is too small for your camera to read or too small for you to read, make their screen bigger, make their own little box bigger, and then you can get a better view of it. And then just remove the pin or go back to gallery view. And now you've got an option right off the bat. Now we're going to go to our the rest of our intros in 1 second, but I wanted to talk about transcripts so you can do it while we're here. Each account holder with Zoom, and Zoom is changing the defaults all the time, which is a good thing, but each account holder needs to allow save transcript on their own account. And I certainly have allowed it on mine. All the trainings and things I do, people always say, could you say that again? And usually I can't because I forgot it already. So the answer is save transcript. So I can go to the transcript and take a look at it and repeat back what the person was needing, or you can save it yourself like you save the chat. At the bottom of the screen on your computer, it says CC in a little box that says closed caption, show caption, whatever it says. Just click on that. And now you'll be able to see all the words at the bottom of our screen as we're speaking. You can also hide that, which turns that off so it's not distracting if you don't need it. And next to where it says show caption, hide caption, transcript, there's a little teensy mountain thing, a little arrow up deal, and you just click on that. And now it should say view full transcript, second or third one down. As soon as you click on view full transcript, okay, now it opens a great big fabulous white box. And at the bottom of that box, because I have allowed it, some accounts don't. So if you ever have a person who's training and you'd really like to hear it again or review it or whatever, ask them to turn on their own account. They can't do it while they're on the call actually, but it's in this Zoom settings, and you have to just type in the search bar of your Zoom settings, save transcript. And as soon as they allow it, the next time you get on their call, you'll be able to save transcript. So at the bottom of this screen, you click save transcript. And now when this call closes out, call has to close out to get the whole thing. You can close it right now if you want, as far as the save transcript and save what we've talked about so far. But I usually save the transcript the whole time in case someone else needs it. But now you save transcript, and when the meeting closes out, it'll say save chat and it'll say meeting transcript. And you just rename them and put them wherever you know where they are on your desktop, on a file, wherever you would keep your chat after you renamed it. That's the same thing for the transcript. Okay. Next up on my screen for intros is the one and only Diane. We're so thrilled that you could be with us today. What's happening in the world of Diane?
Diane is passionate about redox cell signaling molecules and understanding that disease is 90% inflammation. The question was, what causes the inflammation? So I started a new Telegram channel called Parasites Meet Cells. Love for you all to join that and learn more, and then how to walk away from pharmaceuticals.
Beautiful. And where do you hail from, my friend?
I'm in the center of Washington State, where it's about 9 degrees and about 18 inches of snow.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Well, that is awesome. I'm thrilled that you could be with us today.
Thank you so much.
From the one end of the coast to the other of the United States, Phyllis, what's happening in Florida?
It's going to be really, really cold. They're talking Christmas Eve and Christmas Day in the low 30s, and the wind chill factor is going to make it in the teens. So it's like, I'm going south. I'm going to get hold of mine and I'm going south. Okay. Just saying. So I am Phyllis. I'm with Health to Wealth, and I live about 50 minutes north of Tampa. What I do is I help people with your health, but my passion, once I get you healthy, is helping you with your debt, to help you save all that interest and put that back in your pocket and to stop paying the bank. You want to find out more? Get a hold of me. I would love to show you. My mission is between now and the end of 2023 is to save between $2 and $3 million in interest for people.
And Phyllis always reminds me about perspective. She lives in Florida. We're freezing to death in Kansas City, and I'm talking 0. And she's freezing to death and it's 50, but it's really all about perspective. Because of course, in 50, we're in shorts around here, and it just depends on the person and definitely where you live and what you're used to.
I was turtleneck sweater. I had long sleeves on. It's like I had to go to a meeting this morning, and I'm laughing because I'm thinking of you and Debbie, right? And I'm laughing because everybody is coming in with earmuffs on, jackets, and I'm going, oh my gosh. I said, if I could just take a picture and send it, you guys would be like, really?
Oh, yeah, exactly. Yeah, we've got a good reason for freezing to death, and you're sitting here in the 50s. Oh my gosh. Not the 0, because that is going to be very chilly for you guys, and I know that. All right, next up on my screen, Kurt's in the house. Tell us what's happening in the world of Wisconsin.
Oh, well, it's a balmy 15 degrees. When I first looked a few hours ago, the temperature was like 8 degrees, and got our winter wonderland going with snow on the ground. But it's warm inside to a point. I set the thermometer or the thermostat where I still wear a jacket, but we're surviving. So, but other than that, I'm with the Disability Channel showcasing abilities, and we are television buy-in with people with disabilities and veterans. I got inspired to be in media because I have been involved with 100 different organizations, whether it be my church or Optimist Club or being vice chair of the Wisconsin Council on Physical Disabilities, 100 different groups like that. And the common denominator was that every one of these groups needed help with marketing, and I wanted to help in a massive way. So I got involved in mass media. So yes, please be on our show. And the question of the day is, how does what you do work for people with disabilities? Let Emily and I know. We want to know how people with disabilities are involved with your product or service.
That's fantastic, and certainly a great question. I just want to let you know that we will be here. And can you imagine, a week from today, Christmas will be over? Are you kidding me? But we will be here for the Worldwide Chamber posting party this week and the following, which will be January 2nd, just to let you know that. So tell your friends if they need to learn more, if they want to learn more, if they want to hit the ground running as soon as the new year begins with a very effective LinkedIn profile and certainly an opportunity for posting. Please don't forget the knock on the door part and the tagging, and that keeps your traffic going in your algorithm and your reach, because again, it's not 7 of us who are viewing, it would be the thousands and thousands and thousands of friends that we have all over. Mike, thank you so much for having us today. Close us out, my friend, and thank you again for the Worldwide Chamber sponsoring this party.
Well, thank you so much, Kathy, for hosting us, for making this opportunity for us. You're such an expert with when it comes to LinkedIn and everything else. So thank you so much. We couldn't do it without you. And thank you all for participating. And please invite your friends, your family, your colleagues, everybody. We want to grow this group because that just helps everybody increase their LinkedIn visibility. We don't want to spend the high dollars that the companies do on social media. Want it to be through organic marketing, and this is the way to do it. So please make sure you copy the chat. You can do that by either just right-clicking and pasting it on a Word document, so that way all the links will show up. The other way is the little 3 dots, but it puts it away in a Zoom folder. So just make sure where that ends up, because Zoom likes to put them in special folders there. And you all have a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and we will definitely see you the day after Christmas and the day after New Year's. We will be here. Thank you so much. God bless.
Thank you so much.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Bye now.
Bye.